Hey garden friends, I'm Nikki from Proven Winners Direct, and I've done a little bit of spring shopping. I had so much fun last weekend visiting all of our local garden centers. They're really starting to open up and all of the plants are coming out, and I'm so excited. It's still quite cold here. I think right now it's only like 30 degrees outside. There's some possible snow showers coming, but I can't wait any longer to get some plants on my front porch. Plus, when I saw these gorgeous hellebores, I had to make them mine. So I started by getting these little cuties planted up, and then I just took a little meander through the greenhouse and picked up some complementary plants to go with them. Now, as I said, it's still pretty cold. We've still got some possibilities of snow. I do know next week we're looking like a deep freeze. So in order to kind of combat that, I chose some perennials. Some perennials that are nice and cold or hardy, where I don't have to worry about them as much. And I'm gonna put a little super tunia to the test. But if we do get that hard freeze, I'll just pop the pots in the garage. So I have the beautiful hellebores, and then I also picked up a couple of the Miss America Shadowland hostas, gorgeous contrast. I've got some of the wildberry heuchera that I love so much, and they have the beautiful stalks already starting, so that'll add some height. And then I've got some of the bright light whites. These are gonna just another creative pop. And then some beautiful pink Nemesia. These are really, really cold hardy. I actually had the mulberry Nemesia planted in the yard last year, and they were pushing out color through November, and it was much colder then. So I think those guys are gonna be just fine. So I'm going to get started on planting them up. Now, obviously with perennials, much of the time they come in much larger containers. This is actually our trade gallon container. Obviously my pot's a little small, but I like to pack them in. So I'm just gonna kind of break it up a little bit, get rid of some of the additional loose soil so I can start squeezing them in. I like them nice and full. I'm not the most patient. I have to displace some of the soil. All right. All right, and then I think I'm gonna do the heuchera. I think I'm gonna go in front with this little cutie. I love this purple heuchera. Love, love, love. Purple's my favorite color for flowers, but it's so rich, deep. I love it. All right. Not loving this hosta right here. Okay, let's add some contrasting color. Bright lights, beautiful. We have them in multiple colors. We have a new one, Horizon Sunset. It's purple, it's got a little orange in the middle. Gorgeous, check them out on the website. And the Eco Plus Grande containers. They're brittle, they're ready to break down. Let's put this cutie right here. We might not have room for the super tunia. It might have saved them from the cold weather, but we're gonna try. Nemesia, again, super cold hardy. Love these annuals, and they're gonna fill out so nice. Beautiful. We might be able to pop this super tunia here in the back. That'll provide a little bit more protection anyways. Let's give it a try, shall we? The great thing about planting perennials in your spring containers, especially if you're in a cold climate like me, is that once you're ready to transition to summer and to throw in the rest of your annuals, you can just plant them in the ground. So it's a twofer. I did not mention, but I did already add my continuous release. Definitely want that. Get a good strong start for the spring. So I have two new beautiful perennial pots for my front porch, and I'm so excited. I have a white house, black shutters, very traditional. So I'm really excited to see how the purples really play off of that. And then of course the nice beauty neutrals in there to really tie it all together. And my green hostas for the pop of color. So if you've never tried perennials in containers before, highly recommend, especially if you're in a cold climate, because then you can get a twofer and you plant them in the ground later. Be mindful of your container size. It was a little bit difficult to stick this hosta because it was a trade gallon in there. Obviously much larger in size in the comparison of the quart heucheras. So do be mindful of that, but the sky is the limit. Happy planting.